I can't hear you. You have to unmute.
Can you hear me,
Yes,
Emerson?
I can.
And you can see me.
I can see you too.
Great. Happy
Matthew,
to be
right?
here. Matthew. Yeah,
Matthew. Matthew.
Matthew is okay.
So, Matthew, tell me your seeking story and what got you here.
Oh, well.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, let's get into it. Well, when I was about 11, I went to boarding school,
Hmm.
and I could come home 1.5 day every 2 weeks.
Okay.
So I alienated from my parents very soon because I stayed 4 years in boarding school.
Hmm.
And I'm telling that because I remember I had some unity experiences there, being in a large group looking to a
Yeah.
movie,
Yeah.
hundreds of students, and in that setting, I still remember it. I had it twice, I think.
Hmm.
After boarding school, I was 15 years old when I left boarding school, and I came back with my parents, felt lost, couldn't communicate with them, a lot of struggle, conflict. And then when I was about 17, I had my first joint,
Okay.
weed, and I still remember the day because my experience was this is it.
Yeah.
This is what I've always been looking for. Now I'm home. This really is it.
Yeah.
So, and from that day onwards, I stayed stoned for 3 years
Oh wow.
without one without one day of sobriety.
Okay.
But at the same time, that became a new identity.
Hmm.
That became being somebody of a who belonged to a subculture.
Yeah.
I shrinked myself. I had so long hair till here.
Oh, you're a hippie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We are talking. I'm 66, so we are
Okay.
talking quite some years back.
Yeah.
And then when I stopped school for a few years, and then I went back to school. I went to a small private university with about 150 students, and I studied comparative religion.
Oh wow. Okay.
I was definitely seeking in those days.
Hmm.
I did the master program in 4 years. It was normally a program of 5 years. And I could say that I had a teacher there, the professor who owned the university.
Okay.
So we had teachers from India, from all over the world. People specialized in certain domains. They got in and they did lectures. So there I started to meditate, and I was deeply involved in intellectual knowledge about especially Eastern religions like Buddhism, Hinduism, yeah, but also Judaism, all kinds of religions.
Yeah.
I had quite some, well, I had some glimpses in those special experiences because that professor never had one thought in his mind because he told us that when he was about 14, 15, he for the first time he discovered that other people always had thoughts in their mind. So so I stayed with him for 6 years, always studying. Also after I graduated, but after I graduated, then I changed course because due to the excessive amount of drugs like pot, weed, psilocybin, LSD, you name it,
Hmm.
I got into substantial mental issues
Yeah.
like terror attacks, anxiety attacks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bad trips,
Yeah.
but very strong anxiety attacks.
I know about
Uh,
those. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I heard your story. I looked quite some videos of you on YouTube. So after when I was about 22 or something like that, I changed course. I wanted a career. I met my wife when I was 16. I wanted a career. I wanted to make money. I wanted to be successful.
Mhm.
And that's what I did for the past 40 years. So seeking in the spiritual realm was suppressed.
Mhm.
And there was a very strong, passionate seeking for being successful and making money and things like that.
Mhm.
So
That
I was
became the seeking. That became the
that
seeking.
was
Yeah.
the seeking. And last year I retired almost.
Great.
Yeah, so I retired, and 2.5 years ago, seeking came back. Completely change of direction back to spiritual seeking.
Mhm.
So now I'm on this path for 2.5 years,
Okay.
and I'm sick and tired of seeking, to be
Yeah.
honest. So please
Yeah.
throw your gloves away and don't be careful with me.
So who did you listen to before?
I
Um,
started with Eckhart Tolle, spent a lot of time with Krishnamurti, with Moji, with Spira, with Lisa Cairns, with Gangaji, with Papaji, you name it.
all the G's.
All this, yeah. Maharish, I read an enormous amount of books in my life in the past, but also the past 2.5 years. Also books about Zen, books about non-duality, books about Advaita Vedanta. I listened to monks explaining some of the Upanishads. There is an Upanishad going about the I am. So I have a lot of intellectual baggage.
Yeah. You've been busy.
I've been very busy and I'm completely exhausted because of you. I discovered your videos, let's say 2 weeks ago, 10 days ago.
Okay. How did you
So
discover it?
seeking
Oh, just on algorithm, I guess, right?
yeah, I was the last teacher, quote unquote, I followed was Terence
Stevens?
Stevens.
Yeah.
Terence Stevens. I also like Robert Spira, a lot because he is so succinct in his wording.
Hmm.
And since I had an intellectual approach,
Yeah.
since I wanted to learn, yeah, he is very succinct. So I read a few books of him, looked a lot of videos of him, but also Stephen,
Terrence Stevens.
yeah, Terence Stevens. It's and had another way of saying the same things, but he had another way. And I made extensive notes and
Hmm.
thought about it, and I had a short one-on-one with him, 30 minutes. But that was so totally confusing because he made the distinction between being conscious of and being conscious. And that was totally confusing for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then at a certain moment in time, in the past few weeks, I stopped drinking completely because when I was orienting my life towards the business life, I had to learn how to consume alcohol to drink because
Mm.
I hadn't drunk for 9 years any drop of alcohol.
Yeah.
So I learned that, but I
Yeah.
became very, very, very good at it. So the past 40 years, there was always a good reason to have a drink. Not that I'm addicted to drinking. I have only two addictions.
Hmm.
One addiction is smoking, and one addiction is seeking. This seeking.
Okay.
Yeah, so has become the most important thing. But a few weeks ago, I decided I can't do this anymore.
Yeah. Have you quit smoking?
No, no, because a few weeks ago, the past month, I tried everything. I tried those patches, I tried those chewing gums. I even went a few weeks ago 2 sessions with a hypnotherapist.
Okay.
It lasted each time 24 hours, and then it drove me nuts. I needed a cigarette.
Yeah.
So, because they work in the mind with hypnosis,
Hmm.
and I think I assume or I think that I have a problem with losing, giving control, letting go, give somebody control, or I think I'm somehow a control freak. because in those panic attacks many years ago, the terror was that I would lose control of my mind, that I would lose it. I would lose my
Mhm.
mind. Yeah,
Mhm.
that was the essence of the fear, of the anxiety, of the
Mm,
terror.
yeah.
Yeah. So maybe, and that's just thinking. Yeah, maybe hypnotherapy doesn't work with me because I can't let go control completely. Something like that.
Okay.
So okay, that's a long
That's okay.
story.
That's okay. And then you found me
So
just through the algorithm, I guess. Just the
I guess yeah, because yeah, I clicked on it, and yeah, since then I only have looked at videos from you in the past 2 weeks,
Mhm.
let's say, every
Yeah.
day. Not the whole day, but at least 1 or 2 videos a day.
Okay. So yeah,
So
it's very, very simple. What I point out, right? It's the unpointable. So at this very second, just this second, what do you believe? If you can't go to
nothing,
the thoughts about the past or the future.
nothing,
That was a quick
nothing at all.
response of nothing. But who believes in the nothing? How did you come up with nothing?
Well, I saw you
Is that a
asking the
belief as
question,
well? Yeah.
but if I look here right now in this very split second,
Yeah.
in this very split second, there are no thoughts. So
Yeah.
if there
Yeah.
are no
There
thoughts,
you go.
there are no beliefs,
So let's stay there. In this very split second, there are really no thoughts.
right?
Yeah. So where's the belief?
Gone, of course.
Yeah. So it's very subtle. It's very simple. It just takes really a split second. You got yourself there, right? If you can't go to the past or the future, where's the thought?
There's no thought when you
Yeah.
stay here,
Yeah.
when you don't go to the past or the
Yeah. What
future.
if you take away the I that you stay here? Because the I
There
is
is
just
no,
a thought about the past.
yeah, the I is just a thought. There is no I.
That's right. Yeah.
I
So if
can,
you take away, yeah, sir, go ahead.
those things are quite clear to me, but my problem
No, no,
is,
no, no.
okay,
You're not giving it time to breathe, right?
probably, yes.
Yeah, yeah. Because you're so quick in the thinking. So what if you take away the next?
There is no next at this moment.
Exactly. Yeah. So if the past is just a thought, don't you agree? The future is just a thought, don't you agree?
Hmm.
Then it's got to be here.
Hmm.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
what's here cannot be called here
no, that's just a word.
because it's a reference to something that you know from the past that's here. So what's between here and not here? And then at this moment, what if you take away the language? What's left? What are you without language?
The five senses, what they perceive,
That's still language. Let's keep it simple.
nothing.
Yeah. If you take away the word nothing, what's left? See, the way that your mind works, it's like a hoarder, it's like a collector, it's like a collector of knowledge. What I'm doing is subtraction. So if you take away the language, is there anything moving?
No,
Yeah. So there's movement, which is the apparition, which is the mirage. And then there is this unthinkable stillness. So if you take away the time, where's the movement? Meaning past or present or future. Yeah. So there's a subtle clarity here, a subtle directness here that can be very vulnerable the moment that you jump in and you think that you got it, or you think that you can't seem to get it. It has nothing to do with you. So the garbage collector or the hoarder is not being given anything right now. It's addicted to the next because it creates this what's next, and all your life that's what you've been doing, right? Next high, next reality, next attainment, next paycheck, next, next. Because you rely on the past for your identity. If you take away the past, where's the next?
Nowhere.
Yeah.
Because you go to the past to create the next.
Exactly. So the past is making a case about the
Yeah.
present, right? I am here. My name is Matthew. I am a seeker. But if you take away the past, where's Matthew? Where's the seeker? Where's you?
Gone.
Yeah. Gone, 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 right? Yeah. Simplicity is key. Because I talked like everybody else for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours about conscious, not conscious, me, no me. It doesn't matter because guess what? The mind is just collecting, hoarding what I'm saying. And I had to do, which is kind of like almost like I had to get out of the way. I didn't have to be in the same league as anybody else, like teachers or speakers, because I noticed that I've been there before twice. I was a teacher, then I was a speaker, but it was just collecting followers. Yeah.
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 When I listen to your videos several times, especially when I go out in the garden, I see this. There is only seeing.
Yeah.
And yes, I could say there is a kind of vitality there. Yes, I could say there's a kind of colors are more vivid. Yeah, I could say that. It's definitely very simple, very ordinary.
And then
But at the same,
but don't put the but. But go ahead, go with what you're saying. But at the
but at
same
the
time, see, this is the mind now.
same, yeah, at the same times there is a kind of relaxation in the head.
Yeah. So don't even stop there. It just doesn't have to be relaxation. Sometimes it could be chaos, right? But there's a deep-seated stillness in all of it.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a never-ending unfolding, right?
That's what I don't understand when you say
You will
that.
never understand it because understanding is a position, right?
But what you mean with unfolding?
Unfolding is that there is no position, there's no landing, there's no destination. It's like at the infinite moving in stillness. It's like it's like running without moving. It already is, but the but it's unfolding to what already is. The mind is always trying to, it's like a delayed reaction, right? So the moment that you think that, oh, it's more vivid, I got this, this is it. No, that will unfold again. There'll be moments like, oh, it's really muggy today. This is not it. This is it and this is not it are the same. So what's between this is it and this is not it?
Neither of both or both?
Yeah. And even take away the language completely because they're both irrelevant. They're both coming from a historic understanding of what this is. They're both coming from that memory bank of what all the teachers and everyone that has tried to attempt to try to figure this out. No one can figure this out. It's preposterous, or it's to make assumptions that this is a no me, or a this is consciousness, no matter how elaborate or eloquent I'm speaking about this and how succinct I talk about this, it proposes that someone knows what they're talking about. If everybody is really completely honest, no one knows what this is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was also the experience I had when I was about 18, 19. Uh, I was completely flabbergasted that everybody was living his life without asking the question, what is this? Why
Yeah.
are we why are we here?
Yeah.
I really couldn't understand it.
You
Yeah.
know what? And this is just a story, right? It's almost the rebels that that goes over the edge to see what this is, because we're in the parameters of language, and language is such a beautiful construct, but it's also a prison.
Mhm.
And if we get caught up in the prison of language, no matter how much height you think you've reached an attainment, you're still trapped in language. So if
Yes.
you're claiming that you're enlightened in language.
Yeah. But language or the mind or the thoughts, it's just like a color in water.
It is, yeah.
It's no the thinking, the mind,
Yeah.
the thoughts. It's like a glass of water with a color in it. So
Yeah.
it's sometimes so difficult to put it out of each
Yeah.
other. This is thinking, and this
Yeah.
is.
That's it, right? Because even right now as we speak, we're still coloring the water.
Mhm. Yeah,
It's not possible, right? So, and that's why, when I ask these questions, what are you without language?
just this.
See, justice has been overused. So the mind is so
Yes,
quick to um
yes,
I even had a book that I was about
but
to release, and it was called This. And and I noticed that it was almost like a trend. Everybody was just saying this. So it's
yes,
almost like a collective intellectual understanding of what this is. So I went
but
opposite of what everybody's saying then.
but if I can't use language and you ask me a question,
Yeah.
the only reaction would be the reaction of a Zen monk doing something like this, doing something like
Then be
this.
it.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what it is, right? It's in our modern age of intellectualism and opinionism, everybody that has a keyboard now is a master.
yeah. The challenge I have or encounter, and I know it's just a thought, but the challenge is that I'm constantly taking thought trains.
Yeah, but if you start seeing that the thought trains are just a thought,
I know,
yeah. And the
I
one
know
that's
that.
saying the thought
I
is,
know that it is
but
fabricated,
what if the
but
I know is also a thought? What if what if you take away, because he, I know you like Rupert, but what are you without the observer or the awareness?
there is no observer.
Yeah, is there awareness then?
There is only seeing. If you call that awareness,
Let's even take away the word seeing. Let's go more direct. See, I'm not afraid to go where it can't be said.
no, it can't be said.
Yeah, it can't be said. And I'm
I
fine
know
with that.
that it's absolutely clear to me that what I am cannot be
Yeah,
expressed or said in words.
yeah,
That's absolutely clear.
yeah. Good. Stop there.
Sorry?
Stop there.
Then I start hearing a sound,
Mm. It's almost like a,
high pitch.
yeah. If you listen to my videos enough, you notice that everybody has that. It's almost universal, kind of like when when there is a crack in the delusion, basically, like it's almost like a sound penetrates.
It's a high pitch and it's constant.
Mm-hmm. Just
It's
like what
like
we're
you have,
just like what we're trying to describe that we can't describe, isn't it? It's constant. There's no breaks in it.
no,
Yeah.
it's like the tinnitus.
Mm-hmm. It's like tinnitus. Yeah.
It's always there.
It's always here. Yeah. And you can't intellectualize it, really.
Sorry?
You can't intellectualize it. It's not an
No,
intellectual. No, it's. If people want to
no,
look for, sorry, go ahead.
I first thought it is tinnitus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Until I heard in one of your videos that other people also hear that sound.
Yeah. It's always here. It can never be not here.
I only hear it when there are no thoughts.
So what's permanent then? The thoughts or this?
This,
Yeah.
so I think that with me everything is very gradual. There,
It's a gentle unfolding for some people, right?
so I once was listening to Tony Ningham, the video from Tony Ningham saying there's nobody here, uh, and that hit like a bomb. But after, and there was first a kind of fear, or something like that. And then I realized, well, you can't lose what you don't have. So after 1 hour, the shock of it was gone.
Yeah, that's the dilemma, because it's easy to shock. You know, it can be a radical non-duality, it could be Nick, it could be anybody. I used to say that too. There's no one here. And for the casual seeker that has never heard that before, it's like, oh wow, right? But it quickly becomes a belief.
Yeah,
And now you are in a new cult called the No Me cult.
I'm not sure if I belong to that cult.
Good. There are some people that is just that's the way that the narrative now is, that there's no me here, so
Yeah,
it's all negation. I
I
was
don't
talking
use
to
that narrative.
good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Or you can also be in the awareness cult.
No, it's too confusing.
Exactly.
I don't know what it is.
And
I
people
really
don't
don't
like
know what it
don't
is.
like hearing when I say cult, right? But if you look at it, it's a loosely, you know, I'm
Yeah,
using the word loosely, but if it's like the real cult leader is you.
yeah. It's the
Yeah.
narrator.
The
Yeah.
narrator, yeah. It gaslights, it bypasses, it um constantly lies, right? Manipulates. Kind of like what you said, you're a control freak. Where's that right now?
Only in thinking.
Only in thinking. Exactly. So you're out of the cult right now. So why do you want to go back in?
That's the key point.
Aha. I beat you to it, that question, right?
Yeah.
I got out of the cult, but you know what? That's what I'm used to, right? That's what I'm accustomed to. My thinking, my beliefs, my
Yeah.
seeking, right? Surely this is not it. Then you go back into the cult of thinking again.
Yes.
It's like quitting cigarettes for you. So quitting cigarettes is like 99%, I think, is like mental, and then only 1% discomfort.
Yes.
So if you take away
Yes.
the next with cigarettes, for example,
Yes. and I see it every time. I see it 15 times a day.
Yeah.
And the mind says, I stop with the next, but this one I smoke.
But you just bought into the next.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you buy
So
in
what
and
if
then
you
you smoke.
cut the supply of next completely out?
If I could do that.
You can actually. I'm not good at I don't do that, but there is a person that I did one-on-ones with in the past, has a book coming out using what I'm doing to quit smoking. And apparently, according to her, her name is Anne. I hope her
Ashmore.
Anne Ashmore. Yeah, do you know her?
No, but you mentioned this in one of your other videos, and immediately I wrote it down, and I wrote down her name, and I started seeking on the internet, but I couldn't find the book
Oh,
because
maybe
because
it's
you
not out
said
yet. Yeah, she has.
because you said that
She also wrote a poem on my website.
yes,
If you
I've
see
seen
it,
that
yeah,
one.
yeah. She actually wrote me. I can send it to you what she wrote. Oh, maybe I should not. She shared it to me. It's basically she was asking permission to use the in between questions for her book about quitting smoking. Yeah, maybe I'll
Yeah,
connect you to it later. Yeah, 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 yeah,
I would really love to read that
yeah.
or to
Apparently, it
speak with.
works. It works. It works. You know, I haven't tried it yet, right? Because I don't. Um,
I know it's a mental thing, and it's also important for me because how can I find this if I can't quit smoking? I mean, it's
no, that's just a thought. It doesn't matter. There are some people that smokes and there's quietness. You know what I'm saying? It just
yeah,
becomes. It doesn't become the uh, don't make it into another narrative is what I'm trying to say.
yeah, and my
Yeah,
mind is very inconsistent because it says you should stop smoking. It says that for years already, and at the
yeah.
same time, it says uh, you now you need to smoke. And the same when I went to when I used all kind of tools like stickers with nicotine or
It doesn't work
hypnotherapy.
because that just creates this next, right? It just
Yeah,
creates a it's the same thing.
exactly.
You're it's
And then
it
and then the mind said, you see, you can't stop smoking, so smoke another one. So the thing is inconsistent. Yeah,
yeah,
you
yeah,
need to
but
stop. You
yeah.
can't stop. Yeah.
But the mind is just a belief. And beliefs are
Mhm.
just lies, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have people that have messaged me that have quit cocaine addictions, a decade cocaine addiction. There's a guy that posts on the internet that apparently he used the in between question with someone that had psychosis, and it stopped the psychosis. And he also was addicted to methamphetamine, I think.
Well,
Yeah, yeah. But don't give it any kind of position, right? Allow the in between acceptance and rejection, there's an unfolding that's happening. It's just being more direct over and over again. It's almost like you've been brainwashed to think that there's the next, the next, the next. That's why you pick up the smoke, you drink, whatever you seek, right? But when that unfolding in the directness, it's almost like a reorientation. It's almost like a reset. But the reset sometimes goes back into that next again. Then it goes back again, right? Because you've been doing this for maybe 50 years, right? So
the next 66 years.
66 years, yeah.
Yeah.
It's so simple, isn't it? It's still here. It's always here. It has nothing to do with your mental um, acuity. That's your mental structure, your mental. It doesn't have to do with intellect. And here I was memorizing the Upanishads and the Bhagavad Gita in hopes that I would be an intellectual, enlightened being. But for some odd reason, that just created a lot more opinions on myself about what the Upanishads are. Even if I repeated the words, I was just repeating something that's also just a veil. And it becomes a broken telephone. If you what's out there, if because you've been seeking for quite a while, you know that it's just a bunch of repetitions.
Yes. You
It's
say it to
echoes. It's
yourself.
an echo chamber, basically. It's an echo. One Krishnamurti would say this, and it would appear as someone saying it. So I'm trying to steer clear away from those kind of things now, and I'm just going really directly and
Yeah.
just really
Thank you
going
for
with the
that.
simplicity. What's that? Yeah,
Thank you for that.
yeah. Because I was frustrated too. Because imagine I've been doing this for like almost 20 years,
Yes.
and no one was
When I
getting out.
when I heard your story, it was disheartening. Is that a correct English word?
Yeah,
It was as if it is almost impossible
yeah. It's almost like it's
because you really were dedicated.
yeah. I was really dedicated, and it's disheartening. So it's almost like, okay, you know what? I have gone through all of this stuff. I did all of the steps. I'm a very good student. I try to be a very good person. I have a lot of flaws at the same time. I did this. I worked with my shadow. I did radical non-duality. I negated. I did this. There was no me here. But how come everybody's still listening to the same shit that I'm talking about over and over again? I'm like, oh, because I'm repeating shit from somebody that heard this shit from somebody else. And they're
Yeah,
regurgitating shit that they heard from the other.
yeah, yeah,
And it's
yeah,
just
yeah,
it's just a trickle down effect of all of it's like a shitstorm, basically.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Why can't anyone be more fresh? Right?
exactly.
Why
Yeah,
can't people just be more authentic and just say it
yeah,
as much as they can, right? Or as
yeah,
simple as they can.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's not what's happening.
No, no. I just got a message from someone that she said that she's using what I'm doing in TikTok, and then she said that and then there's people responding to it, right?
Okay,
Yeah, it's quite fascinating. It's quite fascinating. But this person, had a whole bunch of Course in Miracle. She had the whole shebang too, right? And then one day she just heard what I'm saying, and then she is beginning to express this in a very her own way.
okay.
Yeah, because I'm not really the thing with lineages out there, if you notice it, is that if you are in the lineage of awareness teachings,
Yeah,
you don't fracture from that. You don't question that.
yeah,
Like, for example, somebody will say that they'll be really adamant. The only way through this is meditation. And then
yes,
somebody will say, you have to do shadow work. And then
yeah,
somebody will say, no shadow work. There's no me. Uh, there's nothing that you can do about it. But
yeah,
all of the above, all of the thing that I mentioned is just for the mind.
yes. Yeah, I had a one-on-one with Scott Flynn, who published the book Love Outpouring.
Yeah.
And that was also his advice. You have to meditate at least 2 hours a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just a bunch of gatekeeping, right? I have this I revisited someone that I talked about 3 years ago that's never meditated in his life, really young kid, right? And then he's probably one of the most clearest people out there. No meditation. He skateboards a lot. He's only when I talked to him, he was 16. He's 19 now. I was asking him if he because he's of age now to be able to. I said, I'll help you if you want to do a YouTube channel. He has no interest, but he's so clear. Apparently, he does. His parents are in the spiritual non-duality community. He used to do satsangs in his parents' living room, and there were a lot of people that would also just have an instantaneous seeing through. Probably much
He
better
was
than me.
he was doing such.
Yeah, in his parents' living room because he was 17, right? 16, 17 when I
Really?
talked. I talked to
Okay.
him. I talked to him when he was 16.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah. Is that
yeah.
this Martin guy?
What's that? No,
Is no? Ah,
no.
another one. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Martin is great too. So
Okay.
Martin. Martin. You mean
Martin, a Dutch
Frank
guy, I
Martin,
think.
a Dutch guy? Oh no, 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 no.
Yeah.
There's so
Ah,
many.
okay.
There's so many. Apparently, there's about, someone was telling me that there's probably about 20 to 30 YouTube channels out there that is trying to
Really?
express something. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So sitting here with you, my mind is blank.
Yeah.
But tomorrow,
Well, there's no next. I don't know what you're talking about tomorrow. It's just a. Then you just have to move in with me. No,
I don't think you would like that.
no. I like my space. No, you know what? If well,
Because the gradual
it's like you saying that now I'm not smoking, but tomorrow I'll smoke again.
it's like me saying now I'm not smoking, but
Now I quit smoking, but tomorrow I'll probably smoke again, right? But
okay,
what if you take away all the cigarettes? What's there to smoke?
nothing.
Yeah. What if you take away the next?
No craving.
Yeah. I didn't even notice it, but my little addictions, started, disappearing, trickling down basically, right? Sometimes it's not like a snap or whatever. I just noticed I'm like, oh, I don't do that anymore. Or one time I had a lot of anxiety, so I don't know if you know the medicine Ativan. I used to take
No.
Ativan when I was anxious, which is not really good for you. So I used to
Okay.
hide it in my backpacks, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm
Mhm.
supposed just
Yeah.
in case, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Just to feel secure.
Just to
Yeah.
feel secure, just in case. So one day, a year after whatever this is, you know what I'm saying? This undoing clarity. Um, I was looking at my back. I was cleaning my backpack because I was going on a plane, and I'm like, "What is this?" I'm like, "Oh, I used to take that."
Hmm. Wow.
Yeah, I didn't even notice it, right? Because it becomes irrelevant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I don't drink alcohol anymore.
yeah,
Only rarely when there is a social happening, somebody's birthday or something like that.
yeah,
And I only drink 2 glasses of champagne and that's it.
yeah.
And
And it's
I
the same thing with cigarettes sometimes, right? You know what? It's just the addiction of the next. The what you're trying to fulfill in that next is just a really minute desire. You know what I'm saying? But the mind makes it into something so massive, right?
yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
So when you get through that hump over and over again, then you retrain your brain to ignore that small bump
hmm
of desire, right? Because desire will just continue creating more desires. Even the desire not to have that desire is still a desire.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So what if you see that desires are just fabrications? Then the next is a
yeah, because
fabrication.
it's all based on thought.
Yeah, it is based on thought. So you've done a lot of one-on-ones, say there, Matthew. Huh?
Sorry?
You've done a lot of one-on-ones.
No,
Oh no, okay. So you did one with the guy with the meditation, and then there's another person.
I did one-on-one 30 minutes with Scott Flynn, Love Outpouring, and I did 30 minutes with Terence Stevens. Those were the only one-on-ones I
Oh,
did, except I had a one on I had two one-on-ones of 1 hour with Colette Whiteman, a lady in UK. She has her own YouTube channel. I also did a 5 week, once a week kind of online course,
okay.
something like that. It was 2 hours every week. And
Okay.
it was online. It was with a group of people.
Okay. Okay.
That's the only thing I did.
So you were busy in the past 2 years then, huh? You were busy in the past 2 years then. with seeking.
Yeah, I looked
Yeah.
a lot of YouTube videos and I read a
Yeah.
lot of books.
You're lucky because there are some people usually, especially the one that I'm getting lately, somehow people are finding me that are in severe suffering, right? That's why I'm getting booked. So there's a lot of people booking. I have a person that has not gone out of their house in 6 years. I had
Ooh,
tried all psychiatric, all of the, therapy, all that kind of stuff, right?
because
Um,
of seeking.
seeking a lot of stuff, basically, right? Layers and layers and layers of stuff.
Okay.
Um, yeah, many different stories, right? Or somebody that has severe anxiety, someone that's had severe trauma and everything. Some people take longer, especially people with trauma, you know what I'm saying, to be able to but with casual seeking like yours, sometimes it's instant, basically, right? It's immediate.
Well, I don't know if I'm a casual seeker because it's on my mind every hour of the day.
Well, that's just a thought, that's just a belief, meaning that you've only been doing this for the past 2 years. You have not dedicated the past 10, 20 years of it, right?
That's true.
And again, but don't even get caught up in that narrative because that's also a story. There are
Hmm.
people that have been seeking for 50, 60 years. I don't know if you've seen the videos, and then
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It depends on the character, basically, right? So there's character that has a very almost like a very persistent seeking. They've tried everything. They've tried. There's this person goes, I've done all the shadow work that you could think of. I've done all of this, and that. It took a while, you know what I'm saying, but somehow this person is able to see through again the clarity. It's just kind of like what you're saying. It's so simple. You're, like it's just a little brightness of things, the that subtle relaxation.
There was also there was also a hidden desire that it should be more or it should evolve.
Yeah.
Because the first encounter with it is that the mind says, "Really, it's so ordinary. This can't be it." Yeah,
Yeah, that's what it is.
I had that more than a year ago with the videos of David Bingham.
Yeah. Yeah.
My mind said, "This can't be it.
This
This is
can't
too."
be it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I had conversations with that Swiss girl. A few conversations. Sunny, you have a video
Oh
with
yeah,
her,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
blonde one
She's
out of
great, isn't
Switzerland.
she? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, and I had some mails with her.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Are you in
yeah,
the same area as Sunny? Say hi to her
no,
when you see her.
no, I'm in Belgium,
You're in Belgium. Okay.
and she's in Switzerland. That's about 1,000 kilometers. Yeah,
Okay. That's not that far.
no, it's not that far.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah. Oh, you met Sunny before we did the video, I guess. Or
Yes, you did a video with her, but I was in touch with her because I saw a video between her and David Bingham.
oh, I see. I
And
see.
her
Yeah.
email address was mentioned in that. And so I wrote a few emails to her, and those
I
a year
see. Yeah,
ago.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
I
I
like
don't
the
know
video
her.
that we did recently. It was good because again, right, some people even, thinking that they got it, think that they also lost it, right? So, um
Yeah,
yeah,
but that's the same with me
yeah,
because I can think for when I got it, it stays there for 1 hour, two
yeah.
hours,
So,
and then I'm again in a thought train.
yeah, so in the end of the seeking is seeing that even the 2 hours that you think that you lost it, what's between I got it and I lost it?
Nothing.
Yeah, even that is nothing. Or even take away the word nothing.
Mhm.
Mhm. So when you don't put in any expectations to it, then it just keeps on flowing. There's almost like a very subtle flow to this.
I'm not aware of that.
That's just more words. Don't get caught up in it. But I'm trying to say that it's just how do I say it in a clearer way? It is what it is always,
I
but the
saw your
fog,
vid
but the fog seems thick sometimes, but it eventually lifts, right? Sorry, go ahead.
yes, I understood that, I think, from your video, No Self in No Time.
Okay. I don't remember my videos anymore.
Oh, the introduction of that video, No Self in No Time. That's the only video I looked twice.
Okay,
Normally I don't look videos twice, but that one, yeah, I saw it 3 days ago. Mhm.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reason I don't take out those videos is because people find a lot of clarity in those videos still. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm very happy with them.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
the one-on-ones, but also with those. But the farther back I go in time, the more intellectual it becomes when it's like you are reading a text, and it's so from an intellectual complication that I can't.
Yeah, that's why I've
Yeah.
become more simpler and simpler and simpler and
Yes,
simple as time goes
yes,
on, right? So it's
yes,
uh it's anti-ego because the ego wants to become prominent,
yes,
you know, speaker
yeah,
that speaks in such daring clarity with
yeah,
a lot of
yeah,
intellectualization and
yeah,
it's like
yeah,
very when the text is so brilliant, you know, it's so succinct, it's so
yes,
direct, right? But who are we kidding?
yeah. But if you listen to it, since English is not my mother tongue,
Yeah.
I would have to listen to it again and again. It
Yeah.
would be faster for me when I could read it. That's no problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it didn't work for me. So I skipped those videos.
It's like yeah, you're it's like reading something that you can't understand. You're reading again.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
understand it.
To
Yeah. So
understand.
and
Yeah.
that's then it's
And
only
funny enough,
words.
English is now my first language too, so I get it.
What's
Yeah.
what's your first language?
Uh my first language is Waray, which is
Philippine.
Philippines. There's many
Philippine.
dialects in the Philippines. So there's Waray, Tagalog, and Visayan, right? So the main one is Tagalog, but my parents grew up in a small island, and both of them speak to us in that dialect.
Okay,
Um,
cool.
it's a it's a beautiful language, and it makes me giggle now when I speak it because it reminds me of my childhood. So
Yes.
I would repeat some words to my mom, and she gets she laughs because the way that I pronounce it is different now, right?
Yeah.
Because I've been here. I moved here when I was 15 with my parents, and
Hmm.
and they and I guess the language I had to learn how to speak proper English. I knew
Hmm.
how to how to speak it, but kind of like you, it was a very I didn't quite get the language quite yet.
Yeah, with an accent. I'm speaking probably with an accent.
Oh no, you're great. You're great. You're speaking
Because
perfectly.
my mother tongue is Dutch. Well,
Okay.
it's Flemish. In Belgium,
Yeah,
we call it Flemish. It's not like the Dutch people speak the language. We speak it in another way, but it's the same language. It's Dutch.
I see. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see.
Have you ever been in Belgium?
No, no.
Hmm.
I heard it's beautiful.
Yeah. In the south, nature is very beautiful.
Yeah.
But that's another country that speak French there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you speak French?
Yes, but not as fluent as English.
Okay. Your English
Yeah.
is great. Yeah. So what? So what's next?
Good question.
Yeah. Well, there's no next because I wish I could show you. Someone sent me this stop sign, this big giant stop sign made out of mirror ball, like a disco ball.
Okay.
And it's basically what I'm saying over and over again is stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The way for me to do that is the questions you ask me, I ask them to myself.
Sometimes it works for people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like having crutches, and then until you don't need it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's not really a practice because it's just practice until you lose it.
Yes.
It's not
Yeah.
something that's maintained, and that's to each its own. Like I don't if people meditate, that's cool. If people don't meditate, that's cool, right? If people do this in between, that's cool. If people don't do it in between, that's cool.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Sometimes I
matter.
think my mind thinks some people they have this boom, this crashing experience
Yeah.
meeting, and then I always have the impression that they stay there then forever, for years.
Um.
But this is
Some
a
some some people, you know what I'm saying, have that, right? And then some people don't. But don't
yeah.
compare. Don't compare, right? Don't compare.
Hmm.
There was this person that I talked to about maybe 2 years ago, and I would ask question because he was young. The younger people somehow, you know what I'm saying? The younger the character is, the more that there is. Again, this is just a story. The more, in my experience anyway, the more clarity. Um, Especially if they don't have a lot of background in spirituality or non-duality,
Yeah. Yeah. That
right?
that will help.
That
Yeah.
helps a lot, right? If they don't have a
Yeah.
background, especially in practice, then it's perfect for them. They don't have to. It's almost like um, it's a blessing that they didn't have that. So they just one person, the one that I'm talking about, had a small interest about it, saw my videos, was curious. Maybe 3 years ago, was doing this for free, um, and he booked a session. And then I checked back with him, and he goes, "Oh man, it's been really clear. And I didn't even know that his story was that he had severe. He was cutting himself.
Hmm.
He had severe trauma, right? Um, many different stories. He goes, I'm quite surprised that it all is clear right now.
Wow.
No
Cool.
practice, no nothing. And he said he
Yeah.
helps people. He helps people in his own little way. He doesn't have a YouTube channel, but he
Hmm.
helps people. That he had a support group, so he helped a lot of people in his support group for depressed kids. I think he's only like 22 or something. He's really
Hmm.
clear. The boom stayed with him basically. Was
Yeah.
able to help a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To me, there was not a boom.
And it doesn't have to be a boom.
No, it was more an experience. It's not an experience, but a place where I've been before, based on Eckhart Tolle.
Hmm.
Eckhart Tolle brought me there for the first time.
Hmm.
But that's not really true.
No, no,
When
that's
I,
just a thought.
yes, when I was studying
Hmm.
with that professor, every evening it was as every evening when the sun went down, my head became completely clear,
Hmm.
just as if a fog was lifted,
Yeah.
and I was absolutely at peace.
Yeah.
And it happened every day
Yeah.
for quite some time.
Yeah. But again, that becomes another thought,
Yes, another story.
another
Yeah.
story. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's always a never ending unfolding, right? So don't put a marker, don't put a bookmark on something that doesn't have any pages.
Hmm.
Don't try to earmark something that doesn't have any chapters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nicely said.
Yeah. Don't put any bookends on the infinite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I once had a one-on-one with my second one-on-one with Colette Whiteman. We sat here online for an hour without saying much.
Yeah.
It was very funny. Yeah. And in the end, she said, I think you're just listening because there were no questions. Just like now, there are no questions.
Mhm. I'll stop the recording there.